I'm so glad they kept this part. Oh my god! Oh my god! Hey, what's up? My name is Alex and I'm a composer, and today I want to do a reaction to the full Final Fantasy VII main theme from the Final Fantasy VII Remake vinyl. Someone on YouTube, Satafan, uploaded that on their channel, so we're gonna listen to it and give a reaction in the first listen to this awesome theme. So let's go. Sounds kind of jazzy. Interesting chords in there. We're taking some liberties. Nice. Wow. By the way, I'm gonna leave the link to the description in this video if you want to check out the song without my commentary. But so far, this sounds super jazzy. It sounds like they're taking so many liberties with the harmonies, and it kind of makes me wonder if they're gonna use this in the world map, if we're even gonna have a world map. This sounds kind of, I don't know, intimate rather than wide. Very emotional. That cello, beautiful. Nice. That's amazing. I love how like the cello is leading the main melody in such a beautiful way because it's a solo cello, so it's one cello only. You can hear every single nuisance, like every single nuance, no nuisance, of how it's being played, or the vibrato, like that's sort of like vibrating. That's called vibrato. It's when you're playing the cello and you move your finger like this on the string. It kind of makes the sound, like the note vibrate, just like when you sing a lyrical. It's not linear. It's like right. If it was vibrato, it would be like. If it was without vibrato, like non-vibrato, it would be na 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 instead of na 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 na. That's vibrato, and it sounds very emotional in solo cello. It's like very beautiful. But what is even more beautiful is how all the accompaniment that goes into that. Those are like piano notes playing around that. So when the melody is resting, I felt like there were some piano notes accompanying the rests. Like, that's nice. All these strings swelling in and going down creates a little emotion. I love that. Oh, so now they're repeating the melody with the strings. Classic. I love that. Beautiful. So this second passage now, look, what just happened is like they proposed the main melody on solo cello, very small, and then on the second iteration of the melody, they brought that on string ensemble, so it sounds like it repeats the melody, but it sounds even more emotional because now it's playing on a bigger range of instruments, and also you had ba-ba-da-ba playing in the breaks. I think that was sort of like maybe a trumpet or something. It sounded like a brass instrument, but very low. Beautiful counter melody to fill in those spaces and just never let our emotions be left alone. They just need to bring all the feels with all the melodies they have. It's amazing. I love it. Oh, nice. I just love the sound of those strings, man. Wow. Okay. That is amazing. I want to listen to it again. Sorry. I love these string chords. They sound so big. It's like, wow. Usually, like a chord, for those of you who don't know, is like when you play, for example, many notes together, right? So this is one note, one other note. And this is a chord that you play when you play those three notes together, right? And usually it's like major, you have minor, You also have different like 7th chord, something like that. But basically, the more notes you play when you're playing a chord, the more color you can give to that chord. If you're playing only with 3 notes and you're only playing the basic major or minor, this is happy, which is major, this is sad. But when you play like a very complex chord, like what is this? There's mystery in it because I'm playing like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 notes and like this different like. I could go much more in depth about this stuff, but I don't want to go too crazy because maybe you're not a composer. But basically, when you add more notes to your chords, when you write, a chord that has, 5 or 6 notes, you can fill that chord with a lot of emotions and make it more complex. So I feel right now that's what's happening with these chords in the strings. They just sound so rich. And I think it's because this might be Masashi Hamauzu's doing, which there was like an article that came out last week where they said the main composers for the FF7 Remake are going to be Masashi Hamauzu and Suzuki. And Hamauzu is the guy who composed the Final Fantasy XIII soundtracks. And the FF13 soundtrack is like a masterclass in harmony because the chords in that soundtrack are crazy. They're filled with lots of notes and they communicate so much conflicting emotions, and it's just beautiful. And I'm feeling a bit of that now, so I wouldn't be surprised if this was actually rearranged by Masashi Hamauzu. That's just my guess. Love that. Wow. I wonder how similar this sounds like compared to the Distant Worlds version. Because I don't remember that one actually. Oh my god, they're doing that part. Oh my yes. I always love this passage. It's so mysterious. That's what I was talking about before with chords. You're like, is this happy? Is this sad? What's happening? What's going on? I'm so glad they kept this part. Oh my god. Oh my god. That's awesome. Wow. I'm getting so many musical nerd orgasms right now. Wow. I'm sorry, guys. I wanted to do a reaction sort of thing, and it's weird because when you listen to something for the first time, you don't know what's going on. You sometimes can just get overwhelmed, and like you need to re-listen to a certain part many times over to really understand why it's making you feel the way you're feeling. So I cannot really think of anything to say. It's just freaking mind-blowing. What is this? What is this chord? It's just crazy. Wow. I think if the game is as good as its music, it's gonna be a freaking legendary game, Yeah. I just want to go back to that middle passage because it's like, what the hell? It's beautiful. Just, ba 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 ba, like the 4 chords that just take you into a whole like emotional roller coaster ride, and you don't really know what's going on. You're like, what? And it was so happy until this moment, and then this comes in. It's like, and it was like that in the original as well, but now it's even more accentuated, in my opinion. Like this. And this, I love how the tempo slows down and there's sort of like those bells there. Just such a magical moment. Like, I'm getting goosebumps. I think it's freaking crazy. Oh, I remember this part. So that ba ba. This was the part with the epic big brass that you heard in the original. Right now, I feel like they're going to a much more intimate sound with this track. So I believe maybe if we are, I don't think this is for the world map. If we are going to have a world map, I believe that we're going to hear a more epic iteration of this soundtrack. Maybe. This feels more like it could play in emotional moments, and they could even like cut different parts of it and play one part in one moment and the intro in another moment and stuff like that. But world map, I don't know. But wow. Wow. I love this, how like Japanese composers still use woodwinds. Thanks for that. Wow, and this part sounds so cool because like you have this passage that goes from strings then to piano, then woodwinds, and now we're back to strings. So beautiful. This is new. That's new. Oh god. I want to rewrite this track on piano. Like right now. Like yeah. I don't know, guys, like this sounds freaking awesome for an iteration of what we already knew so well. I think it was very strategic from them to like make this sort of like more intimate version, because then it gives even more freedom to do stuff that is more new and original compared to the previous version on the original game. But wow, I actually have to say, like, I was kind of afraid when I heard the preview on the TV spot they made of this track at the end of the TV spot, because it sounded too quiet, too emotional, too didn't sound so epic. And I have to say, okay, it's not the epic brass version, but it's freaking great. I love it. The harmonies in this one are so rich and flavorful. Like, guys, it's hard to explain that, but if I write like a piano cover of this, you're gonna understand what I mean. And maybe I'm gonna do that today. It could be a good thing to do. But I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. Again, you're gonna find the link to this video with the track in the description of this video on the channel of Satafan, and I think this guy is also gonna make a video for the other tracks, so I might make more reactions for the FF7 Remake soundtrack on the vinyl. So yeah, subscribe for more of this kind of stuff if you're interested. And I also make Final Fantasy VII Remake covers, so also if you're interested in that, subscribe, check out the channel. And that's all for this video. See you guys in the next one. Bye.